What is your name and how long have you been with the Rock City program?
I'm Gene Bolifer, and I've been with this since the beginning of June. We started coming.
Gotcha. If you're willing to share, what's the relationship to the boxer that you care for?
My wife has Parkinson's, and I'm here to give support.
Since joining, what benefits have you noticed in your loved one?
One of the things that I see is she's much more alert. She is beginning to walk a lot better. She used to walk with her arms in front of her, and just like she was ready to fall. And she would spend the time when we go shopping or something, she'd stay in the car and I'd do the shopping. And that's one thing that has changed again.
Okay, so a lot of physical means change.
A lot of physical.
In what ways has Rock City helped you as a caregiver?
Well, I understand what's going on with her, especially the meetings that we have on once a month, I believe it is. And there's a lot of stuff that I learned about the disease and what to expect and how to help my wife work through it. And basically, that's been very useful. Another major benefit I think that's there is that both of us are coming. And when we don't feel like coming, it's a lot easier when there's somebody egging us on.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, continue.
That happens very seldom since we started.
Yeah, having that support to get each other to get up and going is definitely a super, super helpful thing. And then what advice do you have for those who may be hesitant about being a part of Rock City Boxing?
Well, I think you need to understand that it is non-physical, it is shadow boxing. And when I first started, I thought it was going to be boxing. And it definitely is not that. It's focused on the movements, the physical movements, and that are very necessary for us to work on and improve. Just give it a try. And once you're here, you'll discover that you don't want to miss. There's a lot of enjoyment in the way you're working. It's not drudgery, and it's kept creative. It's a creative situation where you do different things on different times that you're here. The months have times when they've focused on a theme, such as July 4th, and that kind of thing. And it just really is enjoyable.
My name is Barbara Bolifer, and I've been in Rock Steady Boxing since the beginning of June.
What did you hear about Rock City Boxing? Or how did you hear about Rock City Boxing?
Actually, I had taken a class at WashU. It's a study, Parkinson's study, a type of exercise program. And other people in that class were also taking Rock Steady Boxing. And they talked about it, so I heard about it from there. But also, luckily, I had a friend whose husband was in this program here, and she kept bugging me to get over and try it out here. So that's what I did eventually, got over here.
Gotcha. Did you have any preconceived idea of like what it may be? Like,
the only thing I thought was that it might be more paired off in each session. I didn't realize that we would be doing all those other neat exercises to improve all parts of our body and mind. So it was good. It was good.
what motivates you to continue the classes?
Well, you for one, Matt for the other. Yeah, they're both very, very good. And the camaraderie that I think because of their leadership in the program, it provides camaraderie with the group. because we kind of follow suit. You can't be down with Mac and Connor. They won't let you be still enough to do that. But no, their leadership's been really good.
Would you say that camaraderie is a pretty big part of the class for you?
I do. And I didn't realize the importance of that until really lately when I started really thinking about it. But it's good because the people in that group are people experiencing not the same symptoms that you are, but you look at the broad variety of symptoms we have. We don't all have the same thing or all of the symptoms. We kind of spread out the different consequences of the disease, but it's just good to feel that you're in company with people who are going through the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. Having relatable experiences definitely makes things a lot easier to know you're not alone. How would you say that rock studies help you in your everyday life?
I would say it's not just physically. Physically, I thought that I would improve because it was exercise of some sort. I thought, well, I'll improve because of that alone. But the idea of not having to feel I had to have my hands in front of me when I was walking, I just felt real unsure of my steps, if they were going to take me where I wanted me to be going. But physically, getting stronger, not just in my legs, but it's like a whole body thing. But I would say emotionally, you understand yourself better and you develop patience. Patience is not my first thing, top of my list, but developing patience, you find it so much easier to just slow down and say, well, how am I going to do this? I'm not going to get upset, if something's hard. And you just are more able to do it with a positive attitude, so not be a whiner.
I think the patience that you bring up, I think that's a huge part of the entire process, and not just of the rock study boxing, but of Parkinson's in itself. Being patient with yourself as the whole thing progresses, it's key to, like you said, keeping a positive attitude with things. So, really great point.